Good morning guys and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan, where we talk everything Thailand. It's currently 25 degrees here in Thailand in Buriram. Looks like it may rain. It's not going to be as glorious as it was yesterday, but hopefully we might be lucky. So yesterday guys, I shared your comments and some of your stories, as everybody has an interesting story to share and sometimes a different point of view. So it's very interesting to hear what other people have to say. Now on my channel guys, we've covered a hell of a lot of topics. We've talked about bar girls, normal Thai girls, the cost of living in rural Thailand, the countryside, what it's like in Pattaya, what it's like to bring your kids up here. We've gone through so many different topics, and today I'd like to talk about something different. But guys, I've literally put my whole life on my channel, yeah? So it's very difficult to talk about something different, but I'm going to try. So let's roll the intro and let's get on with a different video. So guys, I'm going to be very honest in today's video. I don't want to keep cutting the video and all that kind of stuff. I'd rather just sit here and just talk to you guys. Now, as most people know, I've lived in Thailand for just over 6 years. I have a wife, I have a son, okay? And she also has a son from a previous partner who's 9 years old. So we've got a 9-year-old and we've got a 1-year-old, both boys, guys. And life is pretty normal for me. I mean, every day I wake up. Recently, I jump on YouTube, I do a video, deal with comments, deal with people's emails, and everything's YouTube until around about lunchtime or just after lunchtime, or 2-3 o'clock actually, to be honest. Yeah, probably. I start around about 7 o'clock and I finish around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I provide marketing for customers all around the world, but mainly the UK. So I have to put businesses onto the Google search engine and I have to deal with emails from them, etc., and promote my services as well on Facebook. And that's what I do for the other half of the day, as well as try to fit some time in for the missus, fit some time in for the kids, and my life is pretty busy. And then during the course of the afternoon, I'll still reply back to comments and messages and emails. So it is pretty full on for a guy that just has a small YouTube channel and just works for himself doing marketing in order to provide for my family here in Thailand. So a day in the life of Dan is pretty basic, guys. Nothing wonderful here. Just live normal day-to-day life. And if you decide to come and live in the countryside in Thailand, then more than likely it's going to be pretty much the same for you, especially if you don't drink or you don't go to the bars. Now guys, for me, Thailand literally saved my life, because before I come here I was very depressed. I was drinking mostly every night. I was also smoking marijuana, literally for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, every single day. So I was never really myself. And when you live a life like that, as well as try to balance a business, because I had my own business, it can make you severely depressed. And I think I went through some kind of midlife crisis when I was back in the UK. And most of you know my story. A friend invited me to go to Thailand for 2 months with him, or I invited myself, literally, when I found out he was going. And I come over here for 2 months to basically get some perspective and decide what I want to do with my life, because I can't continue to live my life the same way as I was living it. So I needed to change, and I did make that change. I come over here for 2 months. I went back to the UK. I literally just closed my call center down because I had a call center. I closed it down. I ended my 7-year relationship. I give a lot of my suits and clothes and some of my possessions to charity. Put them in those big charity bins at the supermarkets, and also went to charity shops and give some of my stuff away. My computers and stuff I ended up selling, and a lot of the stuff I left with my ex-partner because she did nothing wrong. I just wasn't in love and I just wasn't happy, but she was a great friend to me. After, when you've been with someone for so many years, they become a bit like your best friend, which hopefully other people can relate to. So when I come back to Thailand, I come back on a 6-month visa, and I was still kind of in my midlife crisis. So I got with a bar girl, had a relationship with a bar girl, which I've put this story on my channel to tell you all about it. It was a bad move on my part, but I wasn't thinking clearly. My psyche at the time was, I don't want to be rich. I don't want to have lots of money anymore. I want to be my old self, and I want to go back to how I used to be when I was happy, because I didn't like the person that I had become. So within that first 6 months, with that 6-month visa, I just basically enjoyed myself as best as I could and spent money like a crazy man. I was literally near enough every single day drawing out 20,000 baht from the ATM machine and going out drinking expensive drinks and going eating steaks and stuff for like 2,000 baht a meal, and just living the good life, I suppose. But it was a very stupid thing for me to do. But I was kind of in self-destruct due to the midlife crisis that I was going through. So at the end of the 6-month visa, I didn't want to go back to England. I just didn't see the point. I knew that I would end up going back to my old ways, literally building the business back up, chasing money every day, and that would be the be all and end all for me. And I'd probably go back smoking marijuana and drinking too much alcohol, which I was already kind of doing in that 6 months that I was here in Thailand. So anyway, guys, I bought a Thailand Elite visa, so I didn't have to get back on the plane and go back to England at the end of the 6 months, which cost 500,000 baht. And that Thailand Elite visa made it very easy for me to stay and remain here in Thailand, where I just had to do a 90-day report. And every year, if I didn't want to leave the country, I just had to pay, I think it was 1,800, 1,900 baht to remain in the country, and then just go back every 3 months doing the 90-day visa. So guys, as time progressed, I was here for another 6 months after that on the Thailand Elite visa. I was still drinking, still being a bit crazy, still in like holiday mode and not really settling into life here in Thailand. And it didn't help having like a bar girl girlfriend. So I eventually put an end to that, and things started to become normal. I got into another relationship not for long, for 6 months, which was a bit of a disaster, but nothing compared to the first one. And after that one, I kind of decided that I wanted to be on my own. Did a lot of traveling around, and well, until I met my wife. And when I met my wife, everything changed. The alcohol stopped. Yeah, the marijuana had already stopped. As soon as I come to this country, I didn't make any attempt to try to get it over here, because I knew it wasn't doing me any good. I wish I knew that with the alcohol, guys. It would have made things a lot more easier and would have saved me a hell of a lot of money, because that's where most of your money goes over here. If you're a drinker, like, because there's nightlife everywhere, you can spend an absolute fortune just literally going out and drinking, guys. It does get quite costly. So since being with my wife, literally, she hates drink. She doesn't like anybody to drink too much and stuff, and I kind of started to feel ill from drinking too much, and it doesn't help with your mood. You can make you feel very negative and put you in bad moods and stuff. So yeah, I literally knocked it on the head. It's very rare for me to have a drink nowadays, and I feel much better for it, which is a good thing. I used to have no patience as well, guys, and I'm a very patient person now. I'm very relaxed. I have peace of mind, and I try not to complicate things anymore. And I think that what does help me is that I keep busy, and I feel like if you keep busy, you don't have any time to sit there and dwell on things and make life complicated. I recently been chatting to a subscriber, Soul AG, I think his name is on YouTube, and he seems very down. He seems very depressed, and he's dwelling on mistakes that he made in the past, involving a woman and a child, I think, and he's really beating himself up about it. And I think that he has too much spare time on his hands, and because of this spare time, you will sit and you'll think about things that are running through the back of your mind and bring them to the forefront of your mind, and then you'll start to get depressed, because you're just dwelling on those memories, those bad memories, or regretting the decisions that you made. But that's in the past. There's nothing that you can do about it. We'd all like to have a time machine and go back and change certain things, but we can't. We just have to concentrate on what we can do here and now, and in the future. And people really need to get a good grasp of that. Otherwise, they're going to remain depressed, like this guy I'm talking about, and constantly live in the past and not the present. So you have to keep busy, find a hobby, do some research about something, learn about something, learn the Thai language, whatever it takes to make sure that your mind is active on something positive rather than something negative, guys. And it really does help a lot. I went from a depressed guy back in the UK, drinking every night, smoking marijuana every single day, no patience whatsoever, a bit of a prick, to be honest, guys. I'm happy to speak about that about myself. I didn't like myself, but now, living the simple life, I've changed a lot, and it's made me feel a better person. When I look in the mirror now, I don't hate myself. I'm like, okay, you're doing your best, you're being a good person, etc. You live in a very humble existence here in Thailand, and I feel very, very relaxed from it. And for me, it's nice not to be around a load of English people and stuff that drive me crazy. It's nice to be out of the way. I like it just hearing Thai voices around me. And I always find that when I go to the tourist places, I just feel like I'm back in the UK, and I hate it. I mean, I do like the tourist places if you just got rid of the foreigners out of there. I'd have a great time. It'd be more exciting and stuff. I'd probably live there. But because there's so many foreigners inside tourist places, I just feel like I'm back home. And I really find it hard to enjoy myself and switch off. So I just prefer the quiet life over here, and it's done really well for me. So guys, if you're similar and you're fed up, you've had enough, you're feeling depressed yourself, then you do need to make changes in your life. Just small changes can really help you. And if you keep busy, guys, even do some exercise, anything to keep your mind active, to make your body feel better. If you're a drinker, try to stop the drinking, set yourself a target, and really try to fix yourself, because if you stop drinking, your mood will change. 100%, guys, your mood will change. Might be hard at the beginning because your body is used to that alcohol, but it'll change, and you'll start to feel much better about yourself, which will give you more energy to be able to do exercise or to do things that you enjoy and find new hobbies, etc. Now, guys, I understand the story that I've just said and the things that I've been speaking about won't be a great help to a lot of people, but to some people it may do. I don't fight for views on my channel and make sure that I'm picking topics that are going to get a much wider audience and, you know, ensure that I get a lot of views on the videos, because that's not my motive. My motive is to, how do I say it, is to obviously help people, you know, because it is a good feeling if I do manage to help somebody in some way. Makes everything more worthwhile. But it's nice to be able to speak to people from different countries in the same language, that are like-minded also, and it's nice to have a community like that on the channel, guys. So yeah, that's the main reason why I do it. I stick adverts and stuff and links to be a member and all that kind of stuff on the channel for money, but that money is basically what I want to use for the stuff that I need to buy on the channel, because as everybody knows, I do want to travel around, and I do think it'd be very exciting and more fun for people if I interview foreigners all around Thailand that have got very, very interesting stories, because it's not always great just to listen to one person's point of view. It's nice to listen to different people's point of views, hearing different stories in order to help people that live here or want to live here. I do think it helps a hell of a lot. So that is what I want to do. So that's why the links are in, that's why the ads are in, so I can save up money, because I'm not a rich guy, guys. I make enough money just to get by. So the money on the channel, I want to be able to use it to be able to buy the equipment that I need, so I know I can go around and do a proper job, literally interviewing people. Anyway, enough of that. Let's jump on to the next thing. Okay guys, I understand this video might be a bit boring to most people, totally get it. I'm just trying to get through to people that I can maybe help with this particular video. Now guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again, my small channel of just over 4,000 subscribers gets a lot of emails every single day and gets a lot of messages via my Facebook page. I still do have a backlog of emails that I need to respond to and messages. I'm not being rude to anybody, I am just literally that busy, guys. I literally honestly don't stop every single day, literally near enough 7 days a week. It's very rare that I get like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours to myself where I can literally do whatever I want, you know, and just relax, watch movies, whatever. You know, it is rare nowadays, especially over the past 2 months. So guys, if you send an email or a message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, I promise. It's just that I do have a backlog. If I do see a message though, or an email, and I see that it's super important and you need a reply ASAP, and I notice that, then I'll reply ASAP because I know you need it, and it's something serious or something very important, then fair enough guys, I'll do my best to help and drop everything for you. So guys, as a bit of a closing statement on this video, Thailand literally saved my life, or should I say my Thai wife saved my life over here in Thailand. So it was the right move for me to make. And if you're having certain problems and you want to fix your life and you're thinking that Thailand is going to do that for you, then and you're a drinker, then I would say stay out of the tourist places, guys, because it could make you even worse. And if you come out to a place that's peaceful by a lake in the countryside or up in the mountains, it will give you time to reflect, time to feel at peace, and it could save your life too. If you've got any questions, guys, stick them down in the comments or feel free to contact me. I'll put my details up on the screen now, my email address, for you to contact me, and my Facebook page. So this has been Thai Talk with Dan. Different type of video today, guys, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Cheers.